apostle, my apostle in her absence. Everyone to thank God for just this opportunity to get back up here one more time. And I want to read from the book of Ephesians. At the Ephesians chapter 5 and the first verse. Ephesians 5:1. And it's about being a follower. And it starts out saying, be ye therefore followers of God as dear children, and walk in love as Christ hath also loved us and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling Savior. And just to begin, have anybody in here ever played that game, Follow the Leader?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And whatever that leader do, you got to do, right?
Amen.
If he do a monkey flip, you got to do a monkey flip.
Mm-hmm.
If he jump over them bushes and make it, you got to jump over them bushes and make it. If your leg get caught and you fall, you're out the game. And you didn't want to get put out the game.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the leader. In other words, just to be an imitator like Christ.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Follow the leader. And when we start to being imitators like Christ, it's the way Christ looked. Christ looked at people in such a way when he, let's say for the lady with the issue of blood.
Mm-hmm.
When Christ looked at her, when she went through that crowd and touched him in his garment, Jesus turned around and said, who touched me? And people got upset with him. His own disciples. God, how we know, Lord? All these people here, how do we know who touched you? And he turned and looked. And when he looked at that lady and knew who it was, he looked at her with healing in his eyes. That's the same way we got to look.
Amen.
We got to look at people who know they need a healing. It don't have to be a sore on them, but their heart is broken and it needs to be healed. And we got to look and be able to talk to them about the Lord in order for that healing to come upon them. We got to look at people with compassion, even with Peter in his denial. How did Jesus look at Peter? Forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
He forgave him. He knew what he was going to do. Lord, I'll never do this. Lord, I won't do this. Lord, I'll be with you. And he told Peter, before the cock crows 3 times, you're going to deny me.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked at him at the gate. When Peter began to curse, telling people, I don't know him, I don't know him. Peter began to curse. And Jesus looked at him with forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
We got to have that same type of forgiveness in order to do God's work. I've been around here 20 years. 20 years. 20 years.
Amen.
Praise the
And
Lord.
still, sometimes it do it, sometimes it don't. Even the lady at the well, when Jesus looked at her, he looked at her with love. We got to have that love in our heart too.
Amen.
Sometimes you read it in the Bible, and it say charity. I got stuck when it said charity. But I ain't got nothing to give. Still in the Bible. Still reading the Bible. When I figured out he was just talking about love, it was a difference. Even with the guys on the street, they thank me, man, we're glad you don't come to us talking Jesus every day. So I just wait for them to come to me. Even when them Jehovah's Witnesses come to the door, I don't dismiss, I don't duck and hide. I invite them in. Come on, you can sit down and talk to me. Because I got my word, they got their word. Sometimes the words match and sometimes they don't. When mine don't match theirs, they want to get up and walk. But I'm sticking to mine.
Amen.
Their word didn't help me. My word helped me. Amen, amen.
Amen.
Even the thief on the cross that asked Jesus, when I get to paradise, Jesus looked at him. Salvation. We got to have that same salvation, that same look, and that same spirit. Even the fruit of the Spirit.
Amen.
Jesus came to them with the fruit of the Spirit. And what is that? Galatians 6? Galatians 6. Must be getting tired myself. 6. Galatians 5 and 22. 5 and 22. And it reads, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Amen.
Amen.
And even that blind man Jesus looked at and healed him. And Jesus told the man plainly, don't tell nobody. But that joy that Jesus looked at him with, and when he touched him, he ran and told everybody. Jesus told him, don't tell nobody. But when you get the good news and you see it in you, you can't hold that in. You can't hold the good news in. That's Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. That's it, man. And the fruit of the Spirit, it say love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such, there is no law.
Amen.
Amen. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. Amen.
Amen.